The reason that I got stopped driving without a license, I had the interlock in there, was because I failed to file an appeal within 14 days to show that,
Sure.
that why this happened, because it was a violation on the interlock, but I didn't do anything wrong. These are faulty devices. So I almost don't even know where to go from here.
Okay. Is Shane Rosnowski present?
I believe, from what I understand. Okay, there
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Rosnowski, are you representing yourself at this point?
Well, when I called up to talk to, I don't have an attorney. When I called up there to talk to Gary, he just made this suggestion of me just not even hiring him, because he said, well, it wasn't necessary.
Right. Well, at this point, you've not retained an attorney. So your options are to, well, first of all, Mr. Fenton, is there any offer on this matter?
The only offer would be a reduction, standard reduction, if he got his license back.
All right. This is getting to be a bit older case. March 27th. So, Mr. Rosnowski, you at this point, you can either enter a plea of guilty or have the matter set for trial. What would you like to do?
No, right now I'm homeless. I'm living out of a camper because of everything I got going on. And this is just, from my understanding of this, the company where I had that interlock device here in Alpena, Auto Enhancements, because this is what, they're out of business, and the whole Lifesaver shebang's out of business as well. I just had that removed out of my car because if I can't drive, there's no need for me to.
Here's the point. Yeah, those are things that might work. Do you want the matter set for trial? The question is whether you're driving. The prosecutor's obligation, they have to prove that you're driving on a suspended license. They have to prove that beyond a reasonable doubt, and the date was March 9th. If they couldn't do it, it'd be dismissed. That's not today. Your choice today is either to plead guilty or to have the matter set for trial. What would you like to do?
Well, I don't want jail out of it. I don't want any trouble out of it. This is an honest.
Are you, Mr. Fenton, are you requesting, hold on, Mr. Fenton, are you requesting jail or probation?
No.
So, and that's very standard that there's no jail or probation on this, and I would commit to that if you choose to plead guilty.
Okay. My only concern at that point then is having to wait a full year to reapply for my driver's license. I have a request for a hearing packet.
I understand. I understand that, but I can't do anything about that because that's Secretary of State, not me.
So if I were to go to trial, what would that would just mean that I would just, because I got
it's
stopped.
Up to you. It's up to you. I'm not somebody who can give you advice.
I just want to say that. I just want to say real quick, Your Honor, before I plea here, the reason that I got stopped driving without a license, I had the interlock in there, was because I failed to file an appeal within 14 days to show that, that why this happened, because it was a violation on the interlock, but I didn't do anything wrong. These are faulty devices. So I almost don't even know where to go from here.
Okay, Mr. Rosnowski, I can't give you advice. I'm going to ask you for the last time. I understand your frustrations, but this is do you want a trial? And you're entitled to one if you want one, or do you want to plead guilty? It's up to you.
If I went to trial, I wouldn't get jail either. I just don't need any jail.
Nobody goes to jail for exercising their right to a trial.
Okay, well, I should probably go to trial.
All right, your options on trial are a jury trial or a bench trial. A bench trial, the judge, myself, makes the decision. A jury trial, a panel of 6 individuals makes the decision. Which do you want? One other thing to take into account in making your decision: a bench trial can be either by Zoom or in person. Your choice. A jury trial has to be in person.
And I would
Well, I'm
also
gonna help.
say that a bench trial would take a half an hour, whereas a jury trial is gonna take a half a day minimum.
Well, I mean, I have a
Bench-
lot of evidence to show it was,
Okay,
I mean, because I
bench
just didn't
trial,
file the appeal.
sir, bench trial or jury trial?
Being that I don't have transportation, I'm gonna have to take the bench.
All right, that's
I mean-
up. Okay, all right, that's fine. I mean, that is your option. And we'll go ahead and set a bench trial. Do you want to do it by Zoom or in person?
Well, that's why I chose the bench, was because I
I
don't know if I'll be
understand.
able to.
Right. I still
Yeah.
have to ask that question. You want it by Zoom or in person?
I mean, how are you guys gonna see my documents and stuff if it's on here? You know, like my,
Okay, all right. Do you want me to set it in person?
I could try to make arrangements to get there. Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
All right, and you understand that
Could I
the only question, okay, here's the only question that I'll be deciding is whether you are driving while your license was suspended. That's the only question.
I mean, I was, but it was,
Okay,
you know,
well,
so then
like I said, that's the only question that I have to decide, that I can decide. All right, Mr. Rosnowski, I've got
But
other
to me,
cases
I
that I
had-
have to deal with. I've got to go on to the rest of my docket. I've spent as much time as I can on this today. Do you want your bench trial by Zoom
I
or in
just want to say,
person?
Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to set it in
Um,
person because I can't keep talking. We can't keep going down the same path. We've done this at every hearing. Last chance. Do you want it in person or by Zoom?
If I schedule it for Zoom right now, could I change it to in person if I find a ride?
No, no.
If I call
You
up?
could do the reverse, but it's up to you. But not at the last minute.
Oh, I could schedule it in person, and then if I can't make it, I can go with a Zoom.
I'm going to set it in person. You have not waived your right to having it in person. This will be a bench trial by Zoom, or I'm sorry, a bench trial in person. We'll send you notice. If you wish to discuss doing it by Zoom, call the prosecutor, and if the prosecutor is agreeable, we'll do it by Zoom. But I won't do that at the
Okay.
last minute because we'll make arrangements. We'll send out the notice. That does conclude the case for today. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Next